Well, hello there, it's Darren here, doing the second part of my blackberry wine with mulled wine tea bags in. I don't know if you can see it bubbling. So it's still bubbling 2 weeks later. Still going there. The first time I made my wine, which is over here, I'll have to talk about that one as well. I left obviously all the fruit over the 24 hours and basically took it out. But this time I thought, no, I'm going to leave it for 2 weeks sealed, so there's no air getting in, so there's been no contamination, just so the wine, the yeast, well, whatever it is, can just extract as much of the fruit as possible. And I've used a sterilised spoon every couple of days to like push it down and all that. And you can see, like I says, I thought it had stopped working, but I think what had happened was part of the fruit had got into the airlock, so it wasn't coming out, so it was just trapped in a way. So it's just, like I say, slowly bubbling over. So I'm going to obviously transfer this into the barrel again. I'm definitely going to have to buy some offline. I've seen justbrew.com, I think it is. I think these are £20 with an airlock. So I'm going to definitely buy some more, because, you know, I'm using these two and some two demi jars, and it's hard to get. And I did see some barrels it will go, but they tend to be for beer, and it's got the pressurised valve on the top. And there's buckets like this, but I don't want buckets, I want these, because I have all the intention of, as you can see on the barrel, it's got like a hole where you can put a top, and I have all intentions of having a few of these in the garage all settled, and I can just, you know, take the wine as I like out of these instead of having bottles and fanning on doing that anyway. That's going to get transferred into there. Anyway, we're going to discuss these. This is my last lot, 8 weeks. I don't know if you've seen it 2 weeks ago. I transferred it. Well, I don't think you did see us transfer it in the bottles, but anyway, it was ready. It was crystal clear. I put the finings in. 24 hours later, I think it spoiled it. Basically, when I did it and took a sample, it was crystal clear. The sweetness, which was there 2 weeks beforehand, had gone right down. There wasn't hardly any smell. I put the finings in, and then after, it had an eggy, yeasty smell. And as you can see at the bottom, it's got like stuff there. But when I emptied this barrel, there wasn't a single bit there. So I think I want to try this time not to put any finings in. It was crystal clear. I shouldn't have done it really. I did think afterwards I shouldn't have done it. So anyway, I decided to do a tester here. So here, this was basically it was put in there, and add some yeast. I can't even see the word anyway. That, you know what I mean. Basically, I put it in 2 weeks ago, and as you can see, there must have been still some yeast in the wine. Must have been, even though it stopped. So obviously you can see it's still bubbling away there. So I'm thinking about putting all this back into the barrel, because I made a makeshift hole there. So I'll transfer this, have a little sample and see what it's like. So the wine has been transferred into the barrel here. It says over 22, I don't know, about 22, 24, 26, 27 in there. I've had another 2 litres of water with some yeast compound express, just to give it a little bit more boost. I want to see if it makes any difference. Like I says, it was still bubbling away, but I want to see if it makes any difference and it eats a bit more of the sugar, because it's sweet. As you can see, there's a glass, if I can find it. There's a glass here. And as I said, what I'm going to do, as you can see, like I mentioned about the wine, I put in here 2 weeks ago and added some yeast compound. It's bubbling away. So basically, I'm going to put all this wine that I've got here back into the barrel. It's been sterilised, or remember, sterilised everything, and I've kept basically all this stuff from the bottom. Every time I've done it, it's always been sterilised, sterilised hand, so it's hasn't been contaminated. And I'm going to add that base yeast to this. Obviously it'll add a bit more flavour and hopefully it'll take the yeasty smell. The thing is, the glass that I showed you in the back there hasn't got that smell or that taste or anything. And I've done a bowl here with 2 tablespoons of the Yeast Express, just add a little bit more. Like I said, I want to see if it, you know, because I have seen some comments saying you can't add more yeast after because it makes no difference, but obviously, as I said here, there must have been still enough sugar in here for that yeast to eat it, and it's doing it now 2 weeks later. I know these are slightly cold and it took about 2 weeks for that starting to work, so God knows how long, but I've got it till Christmas, and if it makes a difference with that being in, I don't know. If it spoils it, I have to experiment to see, so hopefully that'll be bubbling away again. And as you can see there, starting straight away, like I had said, I thought it'd stop bubbling, but it must have been blocked. So hopefully 2 weeks time I'll do it again. There's quite a bit of debris in there, fruit and all that was still going through the tube. I couldn't do it, I couldn't get it all out, so it's a bit cloudy. So let's see. So there you go, all the wine from here has been put in there with that 2 litres of warmish water with some more yeast compound express, and obviously the fruit from the mulled wine one that I was making. It might work, it might not. You may think I'm crazy for doing it, but we'll see in 2 weeks time. So in 2 weeks time I'll get back, hopefully I'll have some more barrels so I can make some more, and I have an intention of, like, as you can see, I've got loads of apples in the back from the allotment, so I'm going to put it through a juicer and put it into here. If we get 5 gallons, I'm going to put a yeast in, just see how it, if it does it itself, because I haven't been to Wilco yet, so I might add that later on. See you later. Bye. See you in 2 weeks time and see what happens, whether it's worked or it hasn't. Bye. I forgot to tell you what it tastes like. So obviously you can see it's a bit cloudy still. It's got that obviously alcoholic smell, and it's got a little bit of fizz, still sweet, not too sweet, because it wasn't too sweet when I put the 4 bags, the kilograms of sugar. Just got a nice amount of spice, like a mulled wine. Lovely. So I've just said there, I'll see you in 2 weeks time and see how it works out there. It's all an experiment. This is my second batch, and hopefully I've saved the second one. It might make a difference with that stuff from my second batch, so I might have another Christmassy sort of tasting wine. So anyway, I'll see you in 2 weeks time. I hope you've enjoyed the videos. See you later. Bye.